May it please your lordship. I beg to mention for listing of a matter, lordship. Two similar matter is fixed on 26th, and your lordship has covered judgment in that case. This matter may also be taken up on the same lordship.
Lordship, I beg to mention item 44 of today's list, my lords. Lordship, I seek 10 days time to get some updated instructions regarding the content. I have informed the other side, my lords.
Item 44.
Lordship,
You are appearing for whom?
Lordship, I'm appearing for respondent number 1 only, my lords.
Mr. H. Chollier, learned counsel appearing for the respondent number 16, 2 weeks further time to obtain updated instruction as regards the steps taken for implementation of the court's order. Since the prayer is not opposed, same stands allowed. Let this matter be listed accordingly. Item 44. Yes.
My lord, I beg to mention item number 45, my lord.
Yes.
And this matter may be taken up after 1 week, my lord. Recently, I have been interested as legal aid counsel, my lord.
As paid for by Mr.
R. Islam, my lord.
R. Islam, learned counsel for the, you have for the respondent.
Legal aid counsel.
Learned legal aid counsel, who has been recently engaged in this case, this matter stands adjourned for a week. List accordingly.
Much of.
So I beg to mention item 20, my lord. Yesterday afternoon, the copy is with sharp affidavit in opposition. I take concern of that. And affidavit is not in records I have.
With
So
the consent
1
of
week
the
time should be
other
granted.
side, Mr. M. J. Borua, learned counsel for the petitioner, seeks adjournment in this case for 2 weeks. Prayer allowed, list accordingly.
Obligation.
May it please, lord. My lord, I beg to mention item 52. This is a contempt matter. My learned friend appears on the other side. Since the order has been complied with, my lord, the lordship may like to close the
Item 50,
52.
52. In item 52, you write Mr. P. K. Roy, a learned senior counsel appearing for the petitioner submits that the order of this court has been complied with and therefore matter can be closed. Full stop. Mr. K. L. Gupta, learned counsel for the respondent, is present and confirms the said position. In view of the above, this contempt case stands closed. 52. Yes.
May it please your lordship, I am praying for listing these 2 items in admission column. Matter relate to non-payment of arrears salary.
Week commencing from 8th of May, put any date. Yes.
May it please your lordships. With the consent of the other side, I beg to mention item number 23 of the daily list, your lordship. In this matter, senior counsel Mr. Didas appears for the respondent number 5. He's out of station. Your lordships may adjourn the matter for the day.
You have informed the other side
Yes, your lordships. I
with
have.
the consent of the opposite party. The learned counsel for the respondent number
5, your lordship.
5, 6 adjournment in this case for 2 weeks. Since the prayer is not opposed, same stands allowed, list accordingly. Yes.
Deep privilege, your lordships.
Lordship, prayer for listing, lordship, WBC 500 drugs for 2016, it's a very old pending matter, lordship. Matter relates to non-selection of the petitioner as,
We put any date, week commencing from 8th.
yes.
But if you put same date, then the matters will not be listed. So space it out. Yes.
May it please, your lordship. I beg to mention for listing of a petition, lordship, on 25th, lordship. It's a motion matter. There's an urgency, lordship. Actually, the petitioner is an assistant professor in the GA.
All right. Yes.
Urgency. One more prayer, lordship. Item number 53, lordship. I am for the opposite party, lordship. We have taken consent from the other side. Lordship, the matter
Yes.
may be passed over for.
On the prayer of learned counsel for the opposite party made with the consent of the other side, this matter stands passed over for 2 weeks. List accordingly. Yes.
Obliged, lordship.
Yeah, please, lordship. I beg to mention, lordship, prayer for listing for admission matter, lordship. May taken on 10th of May, lord.
No, yes, 10th of May.
Obliged.
May I please, my lord? I beg to mention item number 27. I'm appearing on behalf of senior counsel K. Gogoi, sir. He is out of the station due to medical grounds, sir. We have taken the consent of the opposite party. Your honor,
Respondents
please.
counsel 6 in adjournment in this case
Yes,
on medical
taking-
grounds
yes.
offered by the arguing counsel. Full stop. In view of the above and considering the fact that the prayer is made with the consent of the other side, same stands allowed. Let this matter be listed again after 4 weeks. Yes.
Much obliged.
27. 1927.
May it please your lordship,
Yes. Yes.
lordship,
Yes.
On the last occasion, Lordship, I received the affidavit filed by the opposite counsel.
Hmm.
Lordship, I'd like to take you to the.
You don't want to file any rejoinder.
Pardon me,
You
Lordship.
don't want to file any rejoinder. No rejoinder is required.
Okay, I will file a rejoinder, sir.
Heard Ms. P. Das, learned counsel for the petitioner, also heard Mr. J. K. Goswami, learned additional senior government advocate Assam appearing for the respondents. Peruse the averments made in the writ petition. Full stop. Ms. Das submits that a copy of the counter affidavit filed on behalf of the respondent number 2 has been received by her, and therefore she be granted 2 weeks time to file rejoinder. Prayer allowed. Issue notice of motion returnable in 2 weeks. Since the respondents are already represented, no formal notice is required to be sent. Extra copy of the writ petition be furnished to Mr. Goswami, if not already done. Let this matter be listed for admission again after 2 weeks. In the meantime, rejoinder affidavit, if any, be brought on record.
Deeply obliged.
May I please, Lordship? May I please?
Yes.
May I please? In this case, Lordship, additional advocate K is supposed to appear. He's requested me to pass over for time being, Lordship. After some time.
What is the matter about?
Lordship, the petitioner serving the junior engineer of Kamruk Metro Lordship. We have challenged the impugn order Lordship 23 to 2023 Lordship, page number 41 Lordship. And relevant page Lordship 42 Lordship, the last paragraph Lordship. May I read Lordship?
Yes.
Whereas in view of the fact stated above, the governor of Assam is placed to drop the departmental proceeding drawn up against Sri Bhuputi Burman, the then junior engineer of Dhupli Jilla Parishad, presently posted as junior engineer Goalpara Jilla Parishad, which will meet the end of justice and also placed to awarded withholding to increment for 2 years with permanent effect for the date of passing of this order oblique with immediate effect in respect.
All right, so you are agreed by this order.
Yes, Lordship.
We'll issue notice. This matter cannot be heard, Mr.
AK Das Lordship.
A.K. Das, learned counsel for the petitioner, assailing the order dated 23 to 2023, issued by the principal secretary to the government of Assam, Panchayat and RD department, imposing the penalty of withholding of 2 increments for 2 years with permanent effect on the petitioner. This writ petition has been filed. Mr. Das submits that the order of penalty has been issued in violation of the Assam Services Discipline and Appeal Rules 1964. First of Mr. S. Datta, learned standing counsel, PNRD Assam, prays for some time to obtain instruction in the matter. NOM 4 weeks since Mr. Datta has appeared and accepted notice on behalf of respondent numbers 1, 3, and 4, and Miss MD Bora, learned government advocate Assam for respondent number 2. Service of notice.
If the possible Lordship, date may be given Lordship.
Service of notice is deemed to be complete in this case. Extra copy of the writ petition be furnished to the learned departmental council so as to enable them to obtain instruction. Yes, you come after 4 weeks. Yes.
My lord, GA Assam may be reflected in the cause.
Let this matter be listed again by reflecting the name of GA Assam.
My-
Cause justice.
And
May I please, Lordship?
Yes.
Lordship, I challenge the order dated 20 of February 2023, Lordship, passed by Office of the Commissioner, Upper Assam
Which
Division.
page? Which page?
Lordship, page number 33, annexure E, Lordship. Page number 33, Lordship. Annexure E, Lordship. For the post of head assistant, Lordship, in the office of the Deputy Commissioner in the district of Dibrugarh, Lordship. Whoever appointed him with the following condition, that is the consideration of the proposal. I am satisfied with the conduct of the proceeding and hence accept recommendation of the selection board as required under Rule 6(2) of the Ministerial Establishment Service Rule 1967. Specifically compliance of the said rule, Lordship, the respondent number 4 has been appointed in pursuance of the advertisement, Lordship, dated
All right, so you are
25.
challenging the promotion of respondent number 4 as
Yes,
head.
yes, Lordship, yes, Lordship.
We'll issue notice that
Yes,
this is
Lordship.
what.
So in the meantime, Lordship, stay order may can be granted.
Yes,
Lordship.
I'll grant the stay order. But tell me if that is stayed, do you become the head assistant?
No.
No,
Then
no,
why,
Lordship,
why it should be stayed?
but Lordship.
You want nobody should be head assistant till you become one. Is that?
Listen, after.
I'll
filing-
reject the prayer. Heard Mr.
Yes.
M. Saikel and counsel for the petitioner, assailing the order dated 2023, by means of which the respondent number 4 was promoted to the post of head assistant in the establishment of deputy commissioner, Dibrugarh. The instant writ petition has been filed. According to the petitioner's counsel, the proceedings of the departmental promotion committee is flawed and is in violation of the relevant rules. Mr. J.K. Goswami, learned additional senior government advocate Assam, praised for some time to obtain instruction in the matter. Issue notice of motion returnable in 4 weeks. Since Mr. Goswami has appeared and accepted notice for respondent numbers 1, 2, and 3. no
Lordship,
comment-
for 2 and 3, Lordship, one for standing council GAD.
Acha. One for 2 and 3, and Mr. A. Phukan, learned A.K. Phukan, learned standing council GAD for respondent number 1. No formal notice is required to be sent to the respondent numbers 1, 2, and 3. Extra copy of the writ petition be furnished to the learned departmental councils. Petitioner to take steps for service of notice upon respondent number 4 by registered post with AD. Let this matter be listed again after 4 weeks by reflecting the name of learned standing council for the respondents in the cause list. Heard on the prayer of interim relief, the said prayer will be considered on the returnable date.
May I please, Lordship? Lord, matter pertains to fixation of pay scale of the petitioner, my lord. Now, the petitioner is, my lord, now post serving as a.
All right, heard Mr. S. A. Amin, learned counsel for the petitioner, seeking a writ of mandamus for proper fixation of pay of the petitioner. The petition has been filed. First, I peruse the amendments made in the writ petition. NOM 6 weeks since Mr. R. Bapujari, learned standing counsel, finance department, Assam, has appeared and accepted notice on behalf of respondent numbers 1 and 2. Mr. B. Chakravarti, learned CGC for respondent number.
Standing council accountant.
Huh?
Standing council accountant general.
Standing counsel accountant general Assam for respondent number 3. Mr. J. Chutia, learned standing counsel KAC for respondent numbers 4 and 5. No formal note, huh? You are appearing for 5 for respondent number 4, and Ms. M. D. Bora, learned government advocate Assam for respondent number 5. No formal notice is required to be sent in this case. Extra copy of the writ petition, requisitive numbers, be furnished to the learned departmental council. So as to giving them to obtain instruction. Stop registering this case again by reflecting the name of respective departmental council in the cause list.
There is a small correction, my lord. It should be, my lord, Dhubri instead of Karbi Anglong. It should be, my lord, Dhubri instead of Karbi Anglong. There is a small correction.
That now you want to change it by head?
Yes.
No, rejected. That will not be allowed.
Obligement.
Lordship, I pray that the matter may kindly be passed over for the time being, Lordship.
What is the matter?
Lordship, matter relates to uncommunicated adverse ACRs, Lordship, due to
Hmm.
which I was left out from being promoted.
Hmm.
ACRs are at page 70, Lordship. Annexure 10. These were communicated on 8/7/2010 to me, Lordship, and TPC was held beforehand.
So we'll issue notice. What is there to pass over? You're Mr.
M.R. Chaudhary.
Heard Mr. M. R. Chaudhary, learned counsel for the writ petitioner, aggrieved by the uncommunicated adverse remarks in his SCR. The petitioner has approached this court by filing the instant writ petition. First of Mr. H. Gupta, learned standing counsel, the learned CGC appearing for the respondents, praised for some time to obtain instruction in the matter. NOM 6 weeks since Mr. Gupta has appeared and accepted notice for all the respondents. No formal notice is required to be sent in this case. Extra copy of the writ petition be furnished to the learned CGC so as to enable him to obtain instruction and file affidavit. Yes.
Obliged, Lordship.
May I please? Lordship, petitioner praying for compassionate appointment, Lordship. His father died, Lordship, in
Father died in?
7/5/2014, Lordship. And Lordship, he applied Lordship accordingly, but due to below age, Lordship, 5 months short, Lordship.
Lordship, may kindly have a look, page 24 for a moment. This is the DLC minute dated 24/4/2015. And DLC rightly rejected the prayer of the petitioner. This reflected in the second last paragraph, my lord. The third line from below, likewise, my lord got it? Likewise, the proposal of Sri Diru Setia could not be considered due to below age, my lord. So lordship is no merit in this matter, my lord.
Lordship, after attaining age, Lordship, he applied Lordship.
He wants dismissal after notice.
My lord.
That is what you want?
Lordship, in similar situated person, Lordship, Lordship.
All right, we'll dismiss it in admission stage. Heard, Mr. You, Mr.
Yes, my lord.
A. Sharma, learned counsel for the petitioner. Reduce the amendments made in the writ petition. Full stop. The basic grievance of the petitioner is on account of non-consideration of his application for appointment on compassionate ground. Full stop. Miss M.D. Bora, learned government advocate, Assam submits that the writ petition is not maintainable in law as well as in facts. However, considering the fact that similar writ petitions are pending before this court, I am inclined to issue notice. NOM 6 weeks. Since Ms. Bora has appeared and accepted notice.
All the respondents.
All the respondents, no formal notice, extra copies.
I'm deeply obliged.
May I resolve, Lordship? Lordship, in this case, Lordship, the petitioner stood second in the selection process in 2005, Lordship, but he was denied his appointment at the relevant point of time. Now, my appointment was delayed. I was appointed finally on 7/10/2021. In this present petition, Lordship, I am seeking notional benefit, including increment, gradation, and seniority, Lordship. I have also given a comparison, Lordship, at page 10, Lordship. The incumbents were appointed on 16/11/2005, Lordship. They are getting much higher salary, Lordship.
Your promotion of the petitioner was delayed.
No, Lordship, my appointment.
Appointment was.
Because I stood second in the selection process, Lordship, that has been admitted by the director.
So
Lordship.
you want benefits from a date prior to your appointment.
Lordship.
See, look, turn behind and see people are laughing.
Lordship, that has already been granted in similar.
That cannot be granted.
Lordship,
How can you get a benefit of pay before the date of your
no,
appointment?
not pay, Lordship, gradation and seniority, Lordship.
You want seniority before you were appointed.
The incumbent who was appointed on 16/11/2005, immediately after that, Lordship.
Any
Lordship,
kind of cases are being filed nowadays.
Lordship, I have also annexed to the orders, Lordship.
Which order? Let us see.
Page 45, Lordship. Page 45.
Yes.
Relevant portion is page 46. Almost same case, Lordship. Lordship, may I read the paragraph, Lordship, particular paragraph?
Yes.
In view of the above, the only question that remains for determination is as to whether the appointment of the petitioner should relate back to an interior date. As noted above, the selection was conducted in 2005 and appointments had been made in November 2005 and February 2006. But for the situation that was created by the official respondents, both the petitioners would have been appointed in due time. In fact, Sri Bubul Surma was appointed and they would have continued in their service, earning increments, etc., and continuity in service. Keeping in mind the above position of the case, it is hereby provided that the appointments of both the petitioners, although have been effective on 11/1/2012 and 26/7/2012, but the same would relate back to February 2006. That is the date on which Sri Bubul Surma was appointed. However, they will not be entitled to any back wages except continuity in service for all other purposes, including notional fixation of pay. And
So this order is already, this order has been passed in your case,
Lordship.
your client's case.
Lordship.
Then why have you filed another?
In another, that is another petition, Lordship.
Another petition.
Another petition. Lordship, then there is one more order, Lordship. At page 47, paragraph, the relevant portion is page 48. The last paragraph, Lordship. In the event of the petitioner's appointment as statistical assistant, the same should be with effect from the date of appointment of the private respondents with consequential benefits pertaining to seniority on the principle of next below rule. The petitioner would be entitled to notional pay with effect from the date of his appointment.
No, but what
and-
about, tell me one thing. Apart from these two persons,
Lord, sir.
nobody else has been appointed in between.
No, Lord, sir. There may be appointment, but because I stood second in the selection process of 2005, at that point of time, I was not appointed. That has been admitted by the director that my merit position was second.
No,
Then I filed a writ petition. Lord,
I
sir.
have understood. What I am asking is,
Lord, sir.
you also want seniority above people who are not parties to the proceeding,
Yes. my lord.
and that has been granted.
Yes, sir.
It has been granted. So what to do? Will issue notice?
My lord,
You take up your plea, whatever. you
Lordship.
have. Heard Mr. S.K. Dasnani, counsel for the petitioner. The writ petitioner herein is seeking service benefits in the form of notional fixation of seniority and pay scale from an anterior date since his appointment was delayed due to no fault on the part of the petitioner, full stop. Miss MD Bora, learned government advocate Assam prays for some time to obtain instruction in the matter. NOM 8 weeks since Ms. Bora has appeared and accepted notice on behalf of all the respondents.
1, 2, my
One
lord.
and two, and Mr. R.C. Bopujari, learned SC Finance for respondent number 3, no formal notice, extra copies.
I'm deeply obliged.
See, these are matters where I don't know what to say. You at least will have to make them parties. How can the seniority position be altered in respect of people who are not even parties?
I'll try to satisfy. Lord, sir.
Huh?
Once the affidavit comes, Lord, sir, I'll try to.
That's the only thing you can now hope for.
Yes.
Okay.
Obliged, my lord.
May I please, your lordship? Lord, matter relates to promotion of Anganwadi helper to worker mind. Not the
Yes.
not
These are all RTI applications. He wants to know why he is not promoted. So
Yes,
we'll
that's-
issue notice. Nowadays, writ petition has become RTI forum.
Yes, Lordship. And kindly come to page 147, Lordship. He have filed 2 litigations before it, and second litigation, Honorable Court directed to file representation before the Director of Social Welfare, and he filed a representation, and his
He
representation.
or she? It is a she.
Her representation was disposed. 147, paragraph 3, paragraph 3 relevant portion is. May I please, may I read? Whereas it has appeared that due procedure for selection was followed by the CDPO Udali's ICDS project. In this regard, Srimati Pratima Das appeared in first position in the merit list prepared by the selection committee, and accordingly approval was accorded by letter dated so and so for engaging Srimati Pratima Das in the above mentioned Anganwadi worker and AWD by way of promotion from AWH. Whereas comparative statement of the said selection process has reflected that the petitioner Srimati Sakuntala Das is only class 8 passed candidate. Srimati Sakuntala Das has herself mentioned in her representation dated 31/5/22 and 16/9/22.
Mr. Ahmed, you want to withdraw it with liberty to file afresh?
my lord,
You have not challenged that order.
my lord.
Yes. Mr. S. A. Ahmed, Learned Counsel for the petitioner submits that due to oversight, the order dated 7/12/2022 issued by the Director, Women and Child Development, Assam, has not been challenged in this writ petition. And therefore, the petitioner will be granted leave to withdraw the writ petition with liberty to file afresh. Ms. S. Barua, Learned Government Advocate Assam, is present and does not have any objection if the prayer is allowed. In view of the above, this writ petition stands disposed of on behalf with liberty as
Obliged.
grateful.
Obliged.
My lord, this matter relates to compassionate appointment, my lord.
Hmm.
My petitioner mother died on 3/11/2014, and thereafter his case was placed before the DLC on 27/11/2015, and case was recommended against grade 3 post, my lord. But the SLC has not recommended due to one the vacancy against grade 3. So my humble prayer would be that if the grade 4 posts are, grade 3 posts are not available, then my case may be considered against grade 3. my lord.
See, this compassionate appointment is creating a havoc. People whose parents have died in 2009, 1996, 14, 15, they are coming Again and again they are coming. The court is only issuing direction, consider. Then on consideration, it is not given. Again, they come back. And there appears to be a lot of confusion
Yes.
as regards the legal principles which, but the departmental council is also not doing anything to club these cases and have the matter resolved. You are only seeking time to obtain instruction and we are issuing.
My
notice.
lord, here is a case, this particular case I'm referring to, my lord. If you, my lord, goes to page 26, the minutes of the meeting, that is of 2017. In 2017, his case was rejected by the SLC. Now it is 2023 here. My lord, that Osit Ranjan Das, this everything is.
So where these cases need to be clubbed together and we need to give finality to this. Otherwise, people are again and again and again coming with the same prayer. Compassionate appointment is what matters, not compassionate.
Exactly, my lord.
So they will keep trying till they retire, till they attain the age
The
of.
legal
retirement.
principle that we have to follow, my lord. That is
Huh?
the legal principle that laid down by this honorable court in Osit Ranjan Das regarding this.
So what do you say about this petition?
This petition is, my lord, it has spent its force. In, my lord, we'll just see the dates. 2013, 14,
That's all right, but they are not him. Other councils are pointing out orders passed by coordinate bench.
yes, my lord. Yes.
You are not pointing out anything there.
My lord, we are pointing out, my lord, but
Who's the additional AG? Anybody is present?
additional, my lord,
Not in the court, in the court.
I can inform, my lord. Miss,
Why don't you give us the list of all matters? We'll club it together and thrash it out. If
My
they are to get, they'll get it. If they are not to get,
my
what
lord.
is the point in generating litigations? And
Exactly,
these
my
are people who are otherwise in difficulty. But there is no clarity. The moment this court makes an observation, an order is shown, which is contrary to that. You have not asked for thrashing out the law. You have not asked for conflicting orders are there. You have not asked for putting it before a larger bench. Why is it? I would say the state is fomenting these litigations. Why are you not asking for this? Are there conflicting orders?
There are few, my lord, even.
So why are you sitting quiet on that? If you have two sets of orders indicating two different recourses, what is the remedy in this situation? The matter has to be sent to a larger bench,
Obvious, my lord. No.
but the state is not doing anything. It is not doing anything. Thousands of petitions are pending before the court.
My lord, I will take it up with Advocate General or Additional Advocate General and Senior Advocate, my lord. I have already spoken to them.
The spoken will not do.
My lord,
You have to list these cases, club them together, and then the law has to be thrashed out.
my lord.
You give the list by next week.
In support of my claim, my lord, I am relying on my judgment, my lord.
Sorry, that I know. You want to get a few judgments against this?
No, not
I'll
in my
give you the
favor.
judgments.
In my favor,
Huh?
in my favor, my lord. They are-
That is the problem, no? These judgments are never
my lord,
implemented.
if grade 4 posts are not available, that it is duty upon the SLC to consider against grade 4. There is a judgment, my lord, passed by this honorable court.
Yeah, but the time is a factor.
But this is also after 5 years, my lord.
Has the law been laid down there that it can be done anytime?
Yes, my lord.
Where is, show me the paragraph.
This is the judgment, my lord. This was
Show me that paragraph where the court has said that time is not a factor.
a time, there is no mention, my lord. In Osit Ranjan Das, it is a settled that with regard to the case of the compassionate appointment, if an incumbent cannot be considered in any grade 3 post due to want of vacancy or availability, the said incumbent should be considered for any such grade 4 post under 5% quota earmarked for compassionate appointment.
No, but it can go on and on and on for 20 years, 30 years.
That cannot be.
Then,
After 2017, there is no ground of compassionate ground.
then the scheme has been discontinued now.
Yes. They will consider my lord against grade 4, my lord. They will consider my case, my lord, against grade 4.
Heard Mr. N. Sharma, Council for the petitioner, where is the amendment made in the petition? The prayer of the petitioner pertains to appointment on compassionate grounds. Full stop. Please, Mr. R. Dharlan, standing counsel. This is PWD.
No, my lord, this is sericulture, my lord. Handloom and I am
Sericulture.
appearing for my lord 1 and 4, my lord. And my friend is appearing for 2 and 3.
Agriculture Department Assam as well as Ms. S. Borwal and Government Advocate Assam prayed for some time to obtain instruction in the matter. And around 6 weeks since Mr. Dhar has accepted notice for respond numbers 1 and 4 and Ms. Borwa for respond numbers 2 and 3, service of notice is deemed to be complete in this case, extra public repetition.
My lord, the name of this standing council sericulture.
This matter be listed by reflecting the name of landed SC sericulture in the cost list. No, what happens is, you see, there should be clarity.
Yes.
If the relief is to be granted, it has to be granted.
Yes.
Why are cases coming again and again? Every compassionate appointment case, I am now dealing with 3rd round of litigation.
Yes,
What is the meaning of this?
this is my first round of,
Huh?
this is my first round of litigation.
Yes, but you have come in 2023 to get benefit of an application made in 2014. It cannot be done. It cannot be. It cannot be done. The matter is as simple as that. Yes.
May it please your lordship. The matter pertains to selection of Gaur Pradhan, your lordship. The private respondent who is selected by the authority is a voter of simultaneously of 2 constituencies, your lordship. One of 82 Roha constituency
prefer
of
an
Nagaur
appeal?
district.
So appeal may be preferred.
You file an appeal. Appeal.
I filed representation before the authority.
Not
your lordship.
representation, appeal. Miss
Eh, Begum.
A. Begum, learned counsel for the petitioner. Peruse the amendments made in the writ petition. The petitioner is assailing the selection of respond number 7 for appointment to the post of Gaur Pradhan under lot number 11, Simolaguri, Maikalong, 1-2 Zukuta, Pamila Ati Revenue Village of Jarabari Moja under Kampur Revenue Circle in the district of Nagaon. Full stop. The name of the respond number 7 featured in the select list published in 11/3/2023. Full stop. Mr. J.K. Goswami, learned additional senior government advocate Assam, and Mr. S. Datta, learned SC Revenue and Disaster Management Department Assam, have pointed out that an alternative statutory remedy in the form of an appeal under Rule 162(c) of the executive instructions framed under the Assam Land and Revenue Regulation 1886 is maintainable in such matters, and therefore the petitioner be directed to obtain to avail alternative remedy. Full stop. Ms. Begum has also not opposed to such a proposition. Full stop. In view of the above, this writ petition is being disposed of by providing that by granting leave to the petitioner to prefer an appeal before it is Lower Assam.
Lordship, it is Central Assam.
Central
Lordship.
Assam Divisional Commissioner. If such an appeal is preferred within a week from today by annexing a certified copy of this order, this same be looked into and disposed of as expeditiously as possible, but not later than 60 days from the date of receipt of the appeal. Full stop. If no order of appointment has been issued in favor of respond number 7 till date, then the same shall not be done without proper verification as regards the complaint brought against him by the petitioner. Writ petition stands disposed of.
Lordship.
Departmental proceeding was initiated.
Lordship, as per last court order, I was to furnish the instructions, Lordship.
What is the instruction? Tell me?
Lordship, this is the OIM.
No, but can you say what is it?
Lordship, this is done as per OIM, Lordship. There is an OIM, Lordship. I have given the copy of the OIM, Lordship. Lordship may kindly
refer to paragraph.
OM dated?
OM dated 17/10/87, Lordship. Lordship may kindly refer to reply to para 22. They have given me the para-wise comment. And in paragraph 22, Lordship, it has been stated, Lordship.
So as per this OM, in case of employees on whom withholding of increment or withholding of promotion has been awarded, promotion can be made only after the expiry of the penalty. Now, when the withholding of increment is permanent, that means the employee cannot get any promotion. Is that correct?
No.
Mr. Goswami, you have to challenge this OM.
Lordship, withholding by increment has been already done. Page 114.
Yes.
Page 114, Lordship, 1719 and 25/8/2020. Two increment has been withheld.
No. Regarding this also, Lordship may kindly refer to this one. Paragraph 23, next paragraph. Reply to paragraph 23, Lordship.
Yes. So we'll examine it. No promotion until further orders.
Lordship.
All promotions to be held up until further orders.
And Lordship,
Unhealthy.
already
So
decided.
the action of the department prima facie appears to be absolutely unwarranted. And if you are allowed to go ahead with promotion, it will create a disturbance in the seniority pattern.
Then Lordship may kindly give me some time, Lordship, so that I can, because I have produced the instructions, which based on the instructions, your Lordship is not satisfied. That is why.
You can't do it. You have increment. What has that got to do with, you implement it.
Lordship.
If you have not done it, you implement it. It's not a perennial withholding of increment. Where is the order of penalty?
Lordship, order of penalty is
Page 59.
page 59.
59A.
59, Lordship.
So this order is of 18/4/2022.
Lordship. His penalty period will be over in July 23, Lordship, this month, in this year only. After that, his promotion will be considered, Lordship. This is what I have been received instructions from the departmental authority. Then this is the April, Lordship. Till July, Lordship, petitioner.
But in the meantime, you will promote persons junior to him.
Lordship,
You will promote persons junior to him in the meantime.
no, other persons, means DPC has already been conducted, Lordship. So I don't know whether they will get the promotion or not, but DPC has been.
But some people junior to him might be promoted.
Lordship, that I have to query, because whether the persons who will junior to him will be promoted or
I'm
not,
serial
that I
number
have
one.
not.
I'm serial number 1 in the gradation list.
I am not
Since
aware of that
2018.
fact, Lordship, that I have to take the instructions, whether the people junior to him will be promoted in this DPC or not, Lordship.
But he says he's serial number 1 in the
Lordship,
seniority.
for that, I need some time, Lordship. Let the
Since
matter may come up.
What is the charge against the petitioner? What is the allegation?
Manipulation of, this one is clearly written, Lordship, in the order, Lordship, page 59,
Hmm. Yes.
first paragraph, Lordship,
Mhm.
where is the,
Yes.
Some feedback information was shown to be manipulated, but this manipulation was not done in my period. I am in the relevant period. I am not preparing the documents.
So have you challenged the order of penalty?
Lordship, that is pending before this court. I have filed appeal dismissed. Thereafter, I have challenged before the High Court that petition is pending. Because already Lordship will inquiry report. Inquiry report has said that finding is not proved against me. Lordship will kindly see page 48. Page 48 is 11th portion. So, page 48. So Debashis Acharya was involved in delivering the concerned feedback report, which were not genuine as per record. Debashis was not officially dealing with the matter for preparation of concerned feedback report. I'm not involved in the preparation of feedback. I'm not in the record. So involvement of the petitioner is forged document cannot be ruled out, though not fully established without forensic investigation. I'm not the at the relevant time. Nothing, Lordship.
Without-
Only, Lordship, it forcefully I have been made a scapegoat by the concerned officials, Lordship.
Without examination from the forensic department, Lordship, because this is a handwriting, needs to be handwriting expert has to be there, Lordship. Since department doesn't have that expert, that is why it has to be go to the forensic department, Lordship. Forensic.
So instead of ascertaining whether he is actually guilty or not, impose some penalty and finish it off.
Minor penalty has been imposed, Lordship.
Can't do it. If you do not hold an inquiry, it is one thing, but once you hold an inquiry and the inquiry officer says charge is not proved, then how can you impose penalty and then see these things create a serious problem for the officials. If there's something genuine, something staring at the eyes, definitely the department can. All right.
Assam Discipline and Appeal Rule said, Lordship, 2 increments or withholding of promotion, or
That's right.
Lordship, if they have imposed 2 increments, that has been already deducted. Now promotion they are withholding, Lordship. I have been recommended thrice, Lordship.
Heard Mr. S.K. Goswami, learned counsel appearing for the writ petitioner. Also heard Mr. R.M. Das, learned standing counsel, Water Resources Department, some appearing for the respondents. The petitioner is aggrieved by non-.
1, 2, 3, and I'm for 4.
1, 2, and 3. Mr. Ardhar, learned counsel, is present on behalf of respondent number 4. Aggrieved by non-consideration of his case for promotion. Now, you're right, the writ petitioner herein is presently serving in the Water Resources Department as an
Assistant engineer.
assistant engineer. Full stop. A DPC has recently been held for promoting departmental candidates to the rank of assistant executive engineer. Bracket C. However, the case of the petitioner has not been considered, apparently on account of notification dated 18/4/2022, by means of which the minor penalty of 2 increments with cumulative effect have been imposed upon him under Rule 7 bracket Roman 2 bracket close of the Assam Services bracket Discipline and Appeals bracket close Rules 1964. Full stop. Mr. Goswami submits that although an inquiry was held on charge of forgery brought against the petitioner, the said charge could not be proved. Notwithstanding the same, the minor penalty was imposed upon the petitioner. Full stop. The penalty of withholding 2 increments have already been implemented by the authorities. Therefore, at this point of time, there is no justifiable ground for the departmental authorities not to consider the case of the petitioner for promotion. Full stop. Mr. R.M. Das, learned standing counsel, Water Resources Department, on the other hand, submits on instruction that in view of the notification dated 17/10/1987, office memorandum dated 17/10/1987, which puts a bar on granting promotion to an employee who have been awarded the minor penalty of within quotes withholding of increments unquote or withholding of promotion unquote. No promotion can be made till the expiry of the penalty. Mr. Das could not, however, satisfy this court as to why, even after implementation of the order of penalty as regards withholding of increments, the case of the petitioner was still not considered by the DPC. The aforesaid aspect assumes great significance in view of the claim made by the petitioner that he is the senior most assistant engineer
Number
And
one.
That's it. Senior most is not number one.
Lordship.
And therefore, the DPC would not have ignored his candidature. First up, the aforesaid aspect of the matter would require deeper examination by this court. As such, issue notice of motion returnable in 4 weeks. Since the respondents are already represented, no formal notice is required to be sent to the respondents. Extra copies of the writ petition be furnished to the learned department counsel so as to enable them to obtain instruction. Hard on the prayer of interim relief, since it is submitted at the bar that the DPC has already held its proceedings and there is a strong likelihood that orders of promotion would be issued in near future. It is hereby provided that no order of promotion to the rank of assistant executive engineer shall be issued by the department without obtaining the leave of this court.
Also in this repetition, also I am taking appointment as a counselor. I am praying for a similar order at page 87 also.
As per executive instruction 3. Earlier it was all 162C and
See, Lordship.
what is this 3? 3 Roman 7?
No, that is.
Okay, that is a advertisement.
As per that.
All right.
instruction
Heard
also-
Mr. S.K. Das, learned counsel for the petitioner. The read petitioner hearing had participated in the selection process for appointment of Gav Pradhan in various
Yes.
lots, including charge number 23, Moja Sarukhetri under Sarthevari Revenue Circle, in terms of the advertisement notice dated 3/9/2022. First up. On conclusion of the selection process, the respondent number 7 has been selected. First up, assailing the selection of respondent number 7, the instant writ petition has been filed inter alia contending that, yes, what is your complaint?
Lordship, as per clause 3, as per exhibit 3(7), Lordship, candidate should have own land in his own name. The respondent number 7 could not submit any land documents in his own name. He does not have.
Contending that the respondent number 7 could not produce any land document in his own name and therefore did not meet the requirement of clause
3(7), 3 Roman 7.
3 Roman 7 bracket close of the executive instruction framed under Assam Land and Revenue Regulation, 1886, as well as clause 7 of the advertisement notice dated 3/9/2022. Mr. J.K. Goswami, learned additional senior government advocate Assam, and Mr. S. Datta, learned standing counsel, Revenue and Disaster Management Department Assam, have submitted in tandem that the selection of the respondent number 7 can be assailed in an appeal.
Lordship, I already filed appeal.
Appeal filed, Lordship. Appeal filed on 10/4/2023. Today is 21.
Then you write, add in his submission. Mr. Das has further submitted that although an appeal under rule 162 bracket C of the executive instructions framed under the Assam Land and Revenue Regulation, 1886 has been filed by his client before the divisional Lower Assam Divisional Commissioner on 10/4/2023. Yet no order has been passed from the appeal till today. Hence this writ petition. First up, Mr. J.K. Goswami, learned additional senior government advocate Assam, as well as Mr. S. Datta, learned standing counsel, Revenue and Disaster Management Department, have both submitted in tandem that they would have no objection if this writ petition is disposed of at the motion stage with a direction to the concerned to the jurisdictional divisional commissioner to dispose of the appeal in a time-bound manner. First up, Mr. Das submits that some interim order of protection be issued by this court till such time the appeal is disposed of. In view of the above, without expressing any opinion on the merit of the claim made in the writ petition, I dispose of the same with a direction upon the respondent number.
Lordship, it is 3, Lordship.
Respondent number 3, to consider and dispose of the appeal preferred by the petitioner as expeditiously as possible, but not later than 60 days from the date of receipt of a certified copy of this order. If no order of appointment has been made in favor of the respondent number 7 in the meantime, then the same shall not be issued without proper verification of the complaint made by the petitioner in this writ petition. Writ petition stands disposed of.
Order stability, item 11.
May it please your lordship. Well, the order that is thought to be vacated or modified is at page 19, operative part of page 21. My lord will read the penultimate paragraph. In the circumstance in the interim, it is provided that the final seniority list dated 13/9/2022 shall not be acted upon for giving any further promotion until further orders. List after 6 weeks. My lord, I am prejudiced by this order, my lord. I am respondent number 5 in the writ petition. My appointment to the department as LDA was in the year 1994. It was regularized in 2001. In 2008, I got promoted to the post of UD. Thereafter, in the year 2022, a provisional seniority list was prepared. Provisional seniority list of senior assistants. In that list, my lord, I stood at number 1. My senior colleagues, client stood at number 2. Now, that provisional list was challenged in a writ petition 3727 before this honorable court. In that writ petition, my lord, at the motion stage itself, there was a direction given by this honorable court to the concerned authority of the department to examine the matter and pass a speaking order. A speaking order was passed on 8/9/2022, against which, my lord, again the writ petitioner came up before this honorable court in writ petition number 6052 of 2022, another writ petition. In that writ petition, my lord, in the order of motion, my lord, a direction was notice was issued, and observation was made that promotion to the post of divisional head assistant would be subject to the outcome of that writ petition. That writ petition is pending before this honorable court. Down the line, my lord, after the speaking order was passed and after that writ petition order was passed, the final seniority list was prepared by the department. Against that, again, the writ petitioner has preferred this writ petition. And my lord, the contents are the same. Now, in this writ petition, my lord, this order has been passed, whereby the final seniority list has been stayed and restrained from being acted upon for giving any further promotion until further order. My lord, I'll not go into the merit of the writ petition today, my lord, since it is only for consideration of my.
The only thing that has to be seen.
That, my lord, that is, my lord, today, my lord, I'll confine only to the prejudice that is being caused because of this particular order, my lord.
That's right. So if this order operates, your client will not get promotion.
My lord, as on date, my lord, there is no initiation of promotion. Now, how I am prejudiced, my lord, if, my lord, in my respectful submission, the merit of the case, my lord, eventually whatever is decided and in whoever favor it goes, that thereafter attains final. But as of now, my lord, the final seniority list that has been restrained from being acted upon for giving any promotion. My prejudice would be, my lord, eventually, my lord, if I succeed in this writ petition, succeed in the sense being a respondent, if they do not succeed in the writ petition, my entitlement to promotion, which is due now on the basis of this particular seniority list, my lord, that gets obliterated. I cannot claim this promotional benefits which is due now. This writ petition may not, my lord, subject to, my lord, this writ petition may be decided 2 years, 3 years down the line. As on date, there is no initiation of promotion, only a final seniority list has been prepared. My lord, the same list was earlier challenged. I mean, the provisional list was earlier challenged. It was left to the authority to pass a speaking order. A speaking order was passed wherein it was held that the provisional list was absolutely in accordance. That speaking order was challenged in another writ petition, which is now pending before this honorable court. And there it has been observed by this honorable court. It is annexed in their writ petition also, that order passed by this honorable court, where it has been said that the promotion would be subject to the outcome of this writ petition. That could have easily sufficed. But then again, after the publication of the final seniority list, they come up in this writ petition, wherein they challenge the final, challenge the speaking order also. They challenge now the final seniority list also, and that final seniority list now gets, my lord, stayed. And because of this stay, my lord, there is no promotion now contemplated. Now the prejudice, my lord.
Promotion to which category?
This is, my lord, the promotion to the post of divisional head assistant.
And your
in the
client is now,
department of finance.
your client is now serving.
He is now serving in the cadre of senior assistant, my lord, UDA. Now, only prejudice, my lord, that I beg to point out to this honorable court is that as on date, my lord, my only prayer for modification of this order is let the promotion, my lord, the procedure for promotion can, my lord, be carried out. Thereafter, if there is any anomaly in so far as, my lord, the allegations that have been raised, these are of.
What is the criteria for promotion?
My lord, criteria is seniority, and on the basis of seniority, my name stands at the first place in the seniority list, and writ petitioner's, my lord, name finds place at second spot. Now, apprehending that he will not be promoted, which perhaps may not even be the case, now he has come up in writ petition challenging this final seniority list. Now, this is also, my lord, something that goes beyond my understanding as to how the writ petition is so sure that when it gets to promotion to the post of divisional head assistant, he will not be promoted. His name is at number 2. And as on date, no promotional advertisement has been given. How many people will be promoted? That has not also been advertised.
So, Mr. Das, is there any move to promote anyone?
No one has been promoted because of the stay order.
Is there any vacancy in divisional head assistant?
Only one.
Then what you propose to do? You're not filling up that vacancy.
No, we have given the promotion to the PD, means this come from the we have given the promotion.
You are deciding to be promoted.
You have
Lordship,
promoted whom?
Sukhendu Narayan Dhar, Lordship,
That is the applicant.
Lordship.
But has he joined?
No, because of the court stay order, he cannot join, Lordship.
You have already promoted him.
Lordship.
No.
Means
I don't have.
decided to promote it, Lordship. Decided for promotion, Lordship. Not yet promoted, Lordship.
All right.
Main contention in this case is, Lordship, he was a Waxa's employee. Waxa's employee. Waxa's employee has been promoted to LDS and illegally, and thereafter he's been promoted to UDS. I have been affected when provisional gradation list was published, giving him serial number 1. This court has already held, and notification has been issued by the finance department. If Waxa's employees were promoted to the LDA or UDA, they should be reverted back immediately. And that repetition was challenged before this honorable court, and this court says not interfered with, they should be reverted back because Waxa's employee cannot be accommodated to LDA stand or UDA stands. That is the finance department notification that is under challenge. I have annexed the order of this honorable court, and that was also challenged in the writ appeal also. Writ appeal also not interfered with the finance department notification, and this court has passed orders that LDA stand cannot, UDA, Waxa's employee or casual employee cannot be accommodated to LDA stand or UDA stands. That is the case, Lordship. He was a Waxa's employee. His initial appointment is Waxa's. Waxa's, he was promoted recruited to LDA stand, thereafter UDA stand, thereafter, Lordship, to the post of senior stand. This Lordship will find, I have annexed the order of this honorable court.
And your entry was as what?
LDA stand.
So on what basis you are saying that Waxa's employees cannot be promoted?
Lordship will kindly see the orders.
Hmm.
Finance department notification.
Yes.
Page 78. Lordship. The notifications start from page 76 and orders at page 78. In view of the above.
78.
78
Where is
of the
78?
repetitions.
Hmm. Hmm.
order, Lordship, page 78. In view of the above, Civil Engineer and Water Department is hereby directed to take necessary steps to revert back all such employees who were holding personal posts and were illegally promoted or brought regular cadre to their original regular post or personal post immediately after submit a proposal to exposure here to retention of the regular retention proposal for such employees. Further, since all these employees are either grade 3 or grade 4, it is decided not to recover the amount they have already drawn till date. In such employee who have already retired from government service, their pension will not be will be refixed at the rate and pay as it would be drawn on the date of his retirement from personal post. Thereafter, Lordship, page 79 is the order of this honorable court. Some person has challenged. This court has passed an order, page 80, Lordship. Relevant portion. Mr. Goswami also agrees to the proposition, though it is said stand the respondent authorities that the petitioner may also have been regularized against personal posts, but be that as it may, the petitioner have something to say in their own against such proposal or reversion. In such view of the matter, this petition stand disposed of, providing that in the event of respondent authorities intend to revert the petitioners back to their original post, same may be done after issuing so-called notice. How he is not reverted back till date. Other person will be reverted back. I next the Lordship orders of reversion back of other person in the social water resource department. He was not reverted back till today. That is why, Lordship, I have approached this honorable court. Other person also against this order, they have preferred writ appeal. Writ appeal also dismissed. But he was not reverted back. He was an influential person. I have stated in my petition, he was a very influential person with political background. That is why he was not reverted back. But he will be immediately promoted. He has 6 years of service. So my submission will be, Lordship, I have filed 3 writ petition. Originally the provisional gradation list, thereafter speaking order, thereafter the final gradation list. All the 3 writ petitions will be tagged together and Lordship may produce the record and Lordship will hear the matter finally. He has 6 years of service, less than I have. So Lordship will consider this case, taking together all the 3 cases, and Lordship will finally dispose this matter.
So he was also supposed to be reverted as per the
Lordship.
order.
No, madam. My service was regularized in the post of LDA in the year 2001. The reversion decision has come up in the year 2017. By that time, my lord, I have even been absorbed in the post of UDA in 2008.
But your original initial entry was as what, sir?
My appointment was as Khalasi. Thereafter, in the year 1994, there was a selection process. That selection process has been assailed in this writ petition. A selection process of 1994 has been assailed in this writ petition, pointing out anomaly in the selection.
Where is the selection process?
My lord, the selection, your lordship will kindly see, they have, my lord, in their prayer.
We have brought on record.
Mr. Goswami, let him respond. Yes.
My lord, if your lordship.
How did your client come to be born in the cadre of LDS? So,
My lord, there was, my lord, an advertisement from the department. There was
where
an,
is it? Where is it?
my lord, your lordship will kindly take their, my lord, to my IA, they have filed, my lord, one, page 38 of the writ petition. Page 38 of the writ petition and also, my lord, page 37 of their reply to my IA. Since I am confining to my
Mr.
IA.
Chakravarti, don't make a hotchpotch of the whole thing.
Same thing, my lord.
Argue in one line.
My lord,
Yes.
IA, their affidavit in opposition in the IA.
You are saying page so and so, my counter affidavit, page so and so. You expect the court to 5, 6.
My lord,
documents together.
begging apology, my lord. Page 37 of their affidavit in opposition to my IA.
Page 37.
My lord, your lordship sees the type copy at page 37. Application from the willing work charge essay tracer Khalasi of this division who has got the requisite educational qualification, that is HSLC, and having knowledge in typewriting are invited to fill up the posts of LDA in this division. The applicants are to apply through proper channel following particulars so as to reach the undersigned within 15 days from the date of issue of this notice. Notification, application receipt afterwards will not. A written test and writing test will be conducted for section. It should be selection of the candidates are due course. Now, this was, my lord, the notice. Now, pursuant to this notice, the applicant herein, who is the respondent number 5, he along with 5 other candidates, they applied for, my lord, to this post of LDA.
At that time, they were working as khalasis.
They were working as classes.
Hmm.
Now, after that, my lord, they got appointment, the applicant herein got appointment on 7/9/1994.
Where is it?
My lord, that order, your lordship will kindly see, that is in the writ petition and that is under challenge also.
This one, please file a bunch of documents.
My lord,
I cannot go through one document here, one document there. Not possible. Which is the other case number?
my lord, 6052 of 2022.
605.
2 of 2022.
Heard Mr. D. Chakravarti, Learned Counsel for the applicant, also heard Mr. S. K. Goswami, Learned Counsel appearing for the OPD petitioner. Mr. R. M. Das, Learned Standing Counsel WR Department is present on behalf of the departmental authorities. After hearing the submissions of Learned Counsel for both the suit, this court is of the opinion that this matter requires to be taken up along with WPC number 6052 of 2022. As such, register to list this case again on 2/5/2022-23, along with WPC number 6054 of 2022. If you want to argue a matter like this, come prepared.
My lord,
You can ask the judge to go to this document there, that document there, and we'll hear it in
my
2020.
lord, begging apology, my lord, on the.
Oblige.
Oblige.
Lordship, interim order to continue, Lordship.
Interim order to continue till 2/5/2020. Yes. What is this?
Madam, this matter relates to the non-compliance of the order passed on 10/7/2020 by the Commissioner of Panchayat and Rural Development. Madam. In spite of the correspondence done, time and again, my lord, there was a order
What is this
also.
application praying for non-disbursal of family.
Yes,
This is a contempt case.
yes, madam. The commissioner is also not appearing in spite of the
No, no,
fact
this
that
is IA. This
I
is
have filed, in the meantime, money has been sent back to in favor of the widow wife of the petitioner, this employee. We have filed on IS because that to stop the payment, madam.
No, that cannot be done in contempt case.
But my portion is also not apportioned. That's it, the problem. 2 years already over, madam.
Where is it, Mr. M.R. Adhikari?
They also not appearing today. The other day he appeared.
Can you call him? Take up the matter.
Adhikari. I know him.
Time be.
Net feasible lordship, my lord. My lord, this IA is for implement of the present, my lord, incumbent in the post of, my lord, Chief Secretary, the Government of Assam, my lord. The direction was issued for,
Chief Secretary, Government of Assam.
yes, my lord.
You want to implement him?
Yes, my lord.
Do you know what is his date of retirement?
My lord.
Do you know when the present incumbent in the office is going to retire?
My lord, that I have.
Find out. You may not like to press this IA. On the request of Mr. Das, this matter stands adjourned for 2 weeks.
My lord.
By the time it will come, he will retire.
My lord.
Go home. Yes.
May please, your lordship.
Or we have filed the affidavit, my lord.
We have filed application for implement of new incumbent.
Or we have filed the affidavit, my lord.
In this IA.
No, my lord, in the contempt, my lord.
But the contempt is not before the court today.
My lord,
You have not checked up the list.
New director. New director.
she left, my lord, long back, my lord.
New director.
She left the department.
Who
He's
left
not
the
there.
department long back?
She's not there, my lord.
Who?
Sondra Devi.
And you want implement of,
Sondra Devi.
close it?
Lordship will file fresh, my lord.
Actually.
Lordship,
Mr. Ali Leonard
close the
Counsel,
contempt, my lord. We have complied the order, my lord.
order has been complied with.
Yes, my lord.
Let's see.
But we have filed the affidavit, my lord.
Then what are you doing? Let me see the contempt case.
Affidavit
Give the copy of the order.
Affidavit দিছে কি দিছে কি দিছে affidavit
My lord, our affidavit, my lord, at page 32, my lord, annexure 1.
হ্যাঁ কোন সেটা affidavit টা কো
What is the order? Where is the order of the court?
Order from the home.
page 10 my lord page 15 আবার দিছে এই affidavit কো
Lord, this is the copy. Copy this is the copy.
না না इसको দেয়া নাই।
So there are 4 petitioners here.
Yes, my lord.
Who are the 4? They have been considered.
My lord, just a moment. The petition number 5, 10, 7, 1 and 8 was considered, my lord. As per the minutes, my lord.
Petitioner number, how many petitioners are there?
Total there were earlier, my lord, there were 13, I think, my lord.
12
Hmm?
12 my lord
12, my lord, 12 petitioners. Out of
The
them, my lord,
petition.
as per their seniority, my lord, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 numbers of petitioners were promoted, my lord.
So that's what can be done now? You challenge that order?
Yes, my lord.
Yes, heard Mr. R. Ali Leonard Counsel for the petitioner, also heard Mr.
Yes,
SP Das
yes, ma'am.
Leonard Counsel appearing for the respondents who submit that in terms of the order dated 21/5/2018 passed by this court, the cases of the writ petitioners were considered, whereafter those who were within the zone of consideration in terms of seniority have been promoted. Full stop. The Mr. Das has pointed out to the court the minutes of meeting of the promotion committee held on 4/3/2019 in support of his above argument. First up, Mr. Ali submits that 4 of the 10 writ petitioners have not been promoted. Be that as it may, the aforesaid aspect of the matter would be a subject matter of a fresh writ petition, but cannot be gone into in the present contempt case. As such, this contempt case is hereby closed. I extend disposal.
Obliged, your lordship.
This matter may be heard in another day. My lord, another case is pending, my lord, in by the filed by the petitioner, my lord. WPC number 8036 of 2017. my lord.
Mr. J. Patel and counsel for the petitioner, also heard Mr. S.K. Medil and CGC appearing for the respondents who praise for posting this matter for admission hearing along with WPC number
8036 of 2017.
8036 of 2017. On the ground that the both are interconnected. In view of the above, registry to list both the writ petitions together for admission after 2 weeks.
My lord, some urgency cannot date be fixed, my lord.
Every case is urgent, 16th of May.
My lord.
16th of May.
My lord, again, compassionate appointment, my lord.
2009,
My lord,
still fighting for compassionate
my
appointment.
lord.
The candidate,
Only their opinion is that there is no vacancy.
so what the court can do now?
No, my lord, as per this, my lord, office memorandum dated 1 June, 1st of June 2015, my lord.
Hmm.
If there is no vacancy in a particular department, he or she can be appointed in any other department where posts are there. my lord.
But lordship, it is 2009 case, lordship, we cannot, 15 notification cannot retrospective effect.
But this is not the fault of the petitioner, my lord.
Considered
This is
lordship.
not the fault of the petitioner.
When
my
was
lord.
her application considered?
Considered in the year 2011 once and 2016, 2 times considered. Oh, no, my lord. That was, it is not that her case is not rejected. Only their contention is that there is no vacancy. Lordship, in the year 2011, kindly peruse our affidavit in opposition. Affidavit in opposition, then another candidate was considered, her name also there, but among 3, another name has been considered, her name is not considered. And thereafter, she again applied. So in 2016, again considered. In that time, 2 number of posts are lying vacant and applications are 3. So no vacancy, 5%. If there is 1 post for compassionate appointment, 20 post vacancies should be required. Let me, my lord, may I submit, my lord? Kindly see the affidavit in opposition. Page number 5, my lord.
Yes.
The second para, my lord, number 1, District Agriculture Department, Sirang. May I read, my lord? In the office of the District Agriculture Officer, there are 6 vacancies in grade 3. 1 vacancy may be reserved for compassionate appointment as per rule. There are 4 applicants for the post. There is no vacancy in grade 4. See, so and so applied on Iman. So he is not eligible for as per clause number so and so of the Honorable High Court direction by judgment and dated so and so in under WPC number so and so. Sri Tapas Kumar not applied on so and so, but his father expired on so and so. So he is not. He is also not eligible as per order of Honorable High Court. Srimati Deepa Ghosh, this is the petitioner of this petition, my lord, of this case, my lord, and Miss Meenakshi Burman are eligible candidates. This is the opinion of the DLC, my lord. The committee unanimously recommended the name of Miss Meenakshi Burman to the office of the District Agriculture Officer Chirang for necessary action. Now, my lord, kindly turn to page 25 of my writ petition. Annexure 8.
Yes.
And this is the letter, my lord, sent by the my lord, District Agriculture Officer to the Director of Agriculture, my lord, BTC, Kokrasar. The relevant portion is, my lord, middle para, my lord. Further, I'd like to refer Director of Agriculture letter dated so and so, through which the appointment of Srimati Meenakshi Burman has been returned back due to the filled up of few columns required and asked to resubmit the same after properly filled up the application. But in spite of several reminders, she has not submitted the filled up application till date and suggested us to reconsider her younger sister, Miss So and so, not in picture, for appointment on compassionate ground in lieu, following her engagement in matrimonial ground. In view of the fact, the undersigned have suggested to reconsider the name of Srimati Deepa Ghosh, wife of so and so, who has been deemed eligible next to Srimati Meenakshi Burman by DLC for appointment on compassionate ground, following letter refusal by Srimati Meenakshi Burman and suggested for her younger sister, Miss So and so, for the said appointment on compassionate ground.
The DLC recommended the name of Meenakshi Burman, but her application form was not filled properly. So it was returned back. After repeated requests, it didn't fill up the form. Then the office suggested that the name of the petitioner should be recommended.
Thereafter, she applied again, Lordship, and considered in the year 2016. Annexure A1 of our.
What happened pursuant to this letter, 6/11/2013? What action was taken after this?
Lordship, thereafter, another letter subsequent annexure 9 with reference to the subjected I am to return here with connected papers, documents of Srimati Deepa Ghosh in original to you. It is sent by the district agriculture officer to director of
pursue the matter.
agriculture for pursue the matter, Lordship.
No, Miss Bora, see, there was one vacancy meant for compassionate
Compassionate
appointment.
appointment.
So the committee considered and recommended Meenakshi Burman. Out of the two candidates, right? So till so far, it is clear that there were two applicants, one vacancy. So unanimously resolved to recommend Meenakshi Burman. There is no difficulty. But Meenakshi Burman ultimately said she doesn't want. A post should be given to her sister. Then the director says, since this petitioner is also eligible and Meenakshi Burman has declined, so petitioner be appointed on compassionate ground against the vacancy.
Yeah.
What happened thereafter?
Thereafter, she again applied, Lordship.
Why did she apply? Why was she not appointed?
Lordship, after application, again considered in the year 2016. In
Why
that time,
was she not appointed in
that has not been
2013?
explained. That has not been explained, Lordship.
That you have to explain. You have to explain that. Who will explain that?
But in the year 2016, again,
We are
considered-
not even going to. Unless you give us an explanation what happened in 2013. We will only see
if that post is,
the violation, the aspect of violation of Article 14 and 16, nothing else. Nothing else. We are not interested who is appointed, who is not, who gets. We'll only see in the process.
yes, if she
Is
is
it transparent and has it been done in consonance with the spirit of the constitution? Nothing more. This court is not concerned with anything.
if Meenakshi Burman not
Yes, and if there was a recommendation to appoint her,
appointed,
why was she not appointed? Who was appointed in that vacancy?
Lordship, that instruction I shall obtain.
You obtained it.
Instead of Meenakshi Burman, who
We'll give
has.
you enough time till Tuesday. Or else you ask the officer to come personally.
Tuesday, Lordship, till Monday, our office is closed and today also BTC office is closed, Assam government office is closed. So, my Lordship, let it be Friday.
When do you want it?
Friday, Lordship,
Friday?
Friday.
All right. But a clear answer is required.
Lordship,
here.
I shall.
Otherwise, we'll have to ask the officers to come.
Lordship, I shall give.
I had Miss So-and-so come for the petition also, I had Ms. R.D. Bora, Learned Standing Council BTC, who prays for and is granted time till so it will be 28. You want it on 28th?
20 day, Lordship, another case is fixed on that, Lordship.
That you will have many cases. Next Friday is 20 or 27.
Lordship.
27
Lordship.
April 2023, so as to obtain specific instruction in writing and appraise this court as to what action was taken to fill up the vacancy in the grade 4 category meant for compassionate appointment after Srimati Meenakshi Burman had declined to accept the appointment. And also, in terms of the recommendation made by the District Agriculture Officer Chirag, wide letter dated 6/11/2013, recommending that the read petitioner be appointed against the said vacancy.
I appeal for respondent number 1 and 2.
Ms. R. Bora,
R. Bora.
Learned Council, Learned Standing Council, Agriculture Department, Assam, is present on behalf of respondent numbers 1 and 2.
Oh, bless you.
Yes, my lord, affidavit in reply has been filed, my lord, on 5/4, my lord. It is not on record, my lord.
List after with my lord and register.
Affidavit in reply, who has filed affidavit in reply?
My lord petitioner, my lord.
Then you say rejoinder affidavit.
My lord.
Yes. Mr. K. R. Patgiri, learned counsel submits that the rejoinder affidavit filed on behalf of his client on
On 5/4, my lord.
5/4/2023 is not on record. Mr. Jacob Goswami, learned additional senior government advocate Assam is present on behalf of the state. Registered to take the rejoinder affidavit with the record of this case and list the matter again after 2 weeks.
My lord.
Lordship.
Like.
Let's turn to last order on 1-2. Government took time to large chance to file the affidavit. but
Lordship,
it is not filed.
Lordship, here in this case, Lordship, so far, Lordship, the instruction received, Lordship, but the filing, the affidavit is not filed, Lordship. Well, fix after vacation, Lordship, any date, Lordship, before that, I will file, Lordship.
Vacation, which vacation?
No, Lordship, next week, Lordship, next week.
Mr. S. Borhal,
Also fix a date,
on behalf of the petitioner, Mr. Jacob Goswami, learned additional senior government advocate praised 1 week further time as last opportunity to file affidavit. In view of the request made by the learned government advocate Assam, let this matter be listed again on 3rd May 2023. It is made clear that if no affidavit is filed on or before the next date fixed, this writ petition will be taken up for disposal on the basis of materials available. on
Lordship, fix a date.
3rd May.
3rd May, Lordship.
None appears for the petitioner on call. The petitioner's counsel was absent even on the previous occasion when the writ petition was listed before this court. It appears that the petitioner is no longer interested to pursue this matter before this court. As such, this writ petition stands dismissed for non-persecution.
Item 21.
I pray that the matter may kindly be adjourned for the day, your lordship.
On the prayer of learned counsel for the petitioner, this matter stands adjourned for 2 weeks. Mr. R.K.D. Chaudhary, learned DSGI is present on behalf of the respondents.
Obliged, lordship.
Item 22.
May it please your lordship, in this matter, lordship, we have filed our affidavit, my lord. Lordship may kindly have a look the last order of this honorable court.
Yes. What is the matter about?
A matter of matter of the appointment of Anganwadi worker minor. And the fact is that the petitioner got second position, man. And respondent number 7 is respondent number 7 is.
Are you supporting the petitioner's case?
No, my lord.
You have filed affidavit.
My lord, we have
There is
filed.
no rejoinder.
Normally they supported my PM, the paragraph 11, they are affidavit in opposition, my lord. Then
Really?
the initial regular statement made in a paragraph 12 of the writ petition admitted by the deponent. Yes, in my lord. And in 12, my lord, I stated that she is outsider, my lord, not with the Serbia. That is the only ground, my lord.
So they say the respondent number 7 got first position, highest.
Yes, my lord. My contention is that she is outsider, not within the Serbia. And this center is running in my premises, my lord.
And which is the condition which says can't be an outsider?
Lordship may kindly have a look page 24, which is the eligibility criteria for Anganwadi worker helper.
Yes, my lord. It is page 24, A2, my lord. The candidate of the post of Anganwadi worker and Anganwadi helper shall be local woman residing in the area where the Anganwadi center is located by the concerned Anganwadi center area in the residence of candidate post of Anganwadi worker, Anganwadi helper of the concerned Anganwadi center must be from the said locality within the survey area, so that the candidate belongs to a concerned area can apply.
That is the condition, my lord. And respondent number 7 is not within the survey area, my lord.
So in the affidavit, have you indicated whether the respondent number 7 is from the local area?
This affidavit that does not contain, my lord, whether she is the same area, but if she is not the same area, she could not apply for the post. It is the eligibility criteria for application. But this is a matter of 2019, the private respondent has been engaged, my lord. And in the year 2021, the petitioner has filed this present date petition, my lord. And the private respondent secured highest mark, my lord. We have annexed the comparative statement list of marks, my lord, in Annex 1, page 4 of our affidavit, my lord.
Have done heard Mr. BP Sinha, learned counsel for the petitioner, also heard Ms. MD Bora, learned government advocate Assam appearing for the respondent numbers
1 to 4, my lord.
1 to 4,
1 to 6, my lord.
1 to 6, 1 to 6. None has appeared for the respondent number 7 despite service of notice. Full stop. The respondent authorities had issued an advertisement notice dated 20/01/2016 for filling up 2 posts of Anganwadi worker and 2 posts of Anganwadi helper. Full stop. In response to the said advertisement notice, the writ petitioner herein had applied for the post of Anganwadi worker, Hindustani Para, East Kachudaram, AWC-1999. Full stop. The writ petitioner as well as the respondent number 7 had both participated in the selection process. Full stop. Selection process whereafter the respondent number 7 had secured the first position with highest percentage of marks, that is 49.50, whereas the writ petitioner stood second. Full stop. According to the petitioner, the respondent number 7 does not fulfill the eligibility condition of being a resident of the local area of the AWC, and therefore she could not have participated in the selection process. Full stop. Under the circumstances, a prayer has been made to set aside the appointment of respondent number 7 as the Anganwadi worker of the aforesaid AWC and issue a direction to appoint the petitioner in her place. Full stop. The respondent number
5, my lord.
5 has filed an affidavit responding to the plea raised in the writ petition, but in the said affidavit, there is no indication as to whether the respondent number 7 did meet the eligibility requirement in terms of the advertisement notice. Full stop. It would be pertinent to note herein that paragraph A, capital A of the advertisement notice dated 20/01/2016 lays down the eligibility criteria. Full stop. Clause A bracket Roman 1 would be relevant for the purpose of this case, and therefore the same is reproduced herein below for ready reference, page 24. Full stop. The respondent number 7 had earlier appeared in this case by engaging advocates, but subsequently her advocates withdrew from the case. Full stop. The respondent number 7 has also not filed any affidavit. Full stop. Subsequently, no other counsel has appeared for the respondent number 7. Under the circumstances, it is apparent that the respondent number 7 has no answer to offer insofar as the basic allegation pertaining to her eligibility condition made by the petitioner is concerned. Full stop. In other words, it appears that the respondent number 7 was not eligible to participate in the selection process for appointment of AWC, for appointment of AWW in the Kachudaram AWC as per the advertisement notice dated 20/1/2016. If that be so, the marks obtained by the respondent number 7 would be immaterial in this case, since she being ineligible to participate in the selection process, could not have. She being ineligible to participate in the selection process, no credit can be given to the scores obtained by her. Full stop. Under the circumstances, this court is left with no option but to interfere with the selection and appointment of respondent number 7. This accordingly, the appointment order of respondent number 7 is hereby set aside. Full stop. Since the writ petitioner admittedly stood second in the aforesaid selection process, and there is no objection as to her eligibility condition as well as qualification to hold the post of Anganwadi worker. Hence, a writ of mandamus is hereby issued directing the respondents to appoint the writ petitioner as Anganwadi worker in the Kachudaram Anganwadi Center. Writ petition stands allowed.
Observed, my lord.
Above observation. Continue going.
So may I please your lordship?
Yes, yes, yes.
They did not serve an affidavit in reply, your lordship.
Your name, please.
P. Chakraborty.
Mr. P. Chakraborty, learned counsel is present.
May I please lordship? His father was died on 13/5/2016. And after that, his mother applied for compassionate appointment. And her case was considered by DLC and sent it to the SLC for consideration. And on 26/6/17, kindly come to page annexure page 15 of the writ petition. Last number, Madhavi Lata Das, D. Her case was, petitioner's mother's case was rejected by the SLC for overage. After that, petitioner filed on 13/8/2019, again for compassionate appointment. For the first time, his mother's case was rejected by the SLC. And how can the petitioner apply?
But
after-
when she applied, she was eligible. Then you file an affidavit. Ms. S. Borua, learned government advocate, Assam Praise Court, then is granted 4 weeks time to file affidavit. Let the matter be listed accordingly. You file an affidavit, we'll have to decide this matter.
Yes, that's
Be done on-
May I please, my lord? My lord, here the candidatures of the writ petitioners were discarded by the respondents because they had availed a relaxation in height and chest. Now, this issue has been
Those
set by the
similar-
lordship.
similar orders.
Yes, my lord, I have got the orders. Orders passed by lordships. My lord.
Heard Mr. R. Majumdar, learned counsel appearing for the writ petitioner. Also heard Mr. P.S. Lahakar, learned CBC appearing for the respondents. Stop. The petitioner hearing had participated in the selection process. No. The petitioner hearing belonged to the OBC category. In response to the advertisement notice dated 21/7/2018, it's the same order, huh?
My lord. May I just pray, my lord, there was only the OBC category candidates. Here, my lord, they are reserved category candidates, 1 or 2 candidates from the ST category also.
Sorry.
1 or 2 candidates from
So
the.
instead of OBC, it will be
It will be
reserved.
reserved, my lord. That would be, my lord. And my lord, on the records that were produced on the earlier occasions, my instructions are that writ petition number 1, 2, 5, 6, and 19. They are only qualified, the rest would not be qualified. Here it was a covering order, my lord. 1 to 5, 6, and 19.
1 to 5, 6 and 19.
What is that? All petitioners are not eligible.
They'll not be qualified on marks, my lord, only 1 to 5, 6 and 19 per their records, my lord, on earlier occasions. Others would not be. On marks.
In the pass, you add, however, Mr. Lohakar adds that as per the departmental records, only the petitioner numbers
1, 2, 5, 6 and 19.
1, 2, 5, 6 and 19 will be eligible for such consideration as the other petitioners fall in a different category. Full stop. The said submission has also been duly the said submission of the learned CGC has been duly supported by Mr. Majumdar, learned counsel for the petitioner, who submits that he would have no objection if a direction is issued only to consider the cases of the petitioner numbers so and so, so and so, so and so, and so and so. Once the draft is ready, have a look at it. So it will- because for small technical errors.
God bless you.
Well, in this case, IS filed for my lord, withdrawing the affidavit, my lord, they wrongly filed affidavit. my lord.
Sorry.
IS filed for withdrawing the affidavit earlier, my lord, it was wrongly filed, my lord, in a-
Where is the IA? Where is the IA? In the IA, you write, heard Mr. S.K. Mehdi, learned CGC appearing for the applicant. Also heard Mr.
A Ahmed.
A. Ahmed, learned counsel appearing for the opposite party, full stop. The applicant Union of India had filed affidavit in opposition in the corrected arbitration petition on 22/9/2022. However, according to the applicant, the wrong affidavit has been filed in the matter, being confused with the identical name of the parties pertaining to another arbitration petition pending before this court, named arbitration petition number 14/2022. The instant IA has therefore been filed seeking leave of this court to withdraw the affidavit in opposition filed on 22/9/2022 with liberty to file a fresh affidavit in opposition in the matter, full stop. Mr. So-and-so learned counsel for the OP submits that he would have no objection if the prayer is allowed. In view of the above, the prayer made is IA, in this IA stands allowed. The applicant is permitted to withdraw the affidavit in opposition filed on so-and-so and file afresh after following full stop. However, steps be taken through the registry of this court. I stands disposed of. However, necessary steps be taken through the registry of this court.
May I please your lordship? My lord, in this case, I am appearing for all the respondents who shall file affidavit in this case, my lord. So 3 weeks time, maybe.
Yes, your lordship.
Mr. So-and-so, you
A Ahmed appearing for the petitioner.
it is for the petitioner.
A Ahmed.
A. Ahmed, learned counsel is present under the petitioner. Mr. A.K. Dutta, learned CGC, appearing for the respondents, praised for and granted another 3 weeks time to file affidavit. Let the matter be listed again after 3 weeks.
Deeply obliged.
Item 29.
May it please your lordship. For promotion to the post of Anganwadi worker from helper, the ceiling is 25% reservation, but giving 85% reservation to advertisements were issued which are unchallenged stayed.
You took
They
time. to
filed an
file-
affidavit.
We have
saying that-
filed affidavit.
They filed an affidavit saying that since I am not eligible for promotion, I should not have filed the writ petition, but the case was something else. Number one. And number two, they state that they had no alternative but to issue the advertisement. I say the advertisement runs counter to the person.
You want to file rejoinder?
We should.
Yes or no?
Yes, we should.
You want to file? All right. How much time you want?
2 weeks would be enough.
Mr. S. Bunning, Learned Counsel for the petitioner, prays for in granting 2 weeks to file rejoinder in response to the affidavit in opposition filed on behalf of the respondent number 4. Full stop. Ms. S. Burra, Learned Government Advocate is present on behalf of the official respondent.
Paid please, your lordship. Also, as per the last order, they were directed to file the affidavit. And if the affidavit will not be filed, whether the court would consider directing person appearance of the concerned authority.
Affidavit has not been filed.
Not filed, ma'am.
Who is appearing for the respondents here?
My lord, Mr. Lord.
My lord, we have prepared an writ appeal, my lord. On 19th,
Writ appeal against?
this order, my lord, 18/11/22. The dias non, my lord.
18/11/22.
Yes, my lord.
My lord, page 35 of my page, Annex 6.
Page.
Page 36, my lord. 35 is the starts and 36 is the judgment.
Is there any stay order?
No, my lord.
Then? But this is a writ petition. This proceeding has not been stayed.
We have just, my lord, filed it, my lord, 19th.
All right. So who is the officer here? Who is the chief engineer?
Chief engineer.
Let him come personally. There is a violation of this court's order. All right, we take down heard Mr. S.P. Sharma, Learned Counsel for the petitioner. Also heard Mr. R. Dhar, Learned Standing Counsel, PWD Assam. By the order dated 27/3/2023, this court had categorically directed the respondents to file affidavit failing
My
which
lord, may I submit one thing, my lord?
personal appearance of the concerned officer will be
My
directed.
Regarding affidavit, my lord, we have received in this last 2 weeks, there are a lot of vacations, my lord. I have received the instructions also, my lord. Day before yesterday. So will you filing the affidavit also, my lord?
All right. Notwithstanding this same, no affidavit has been filed today. In view of the above, the respondent number 3, that is the chief engineer, respondent number 5, that is the chief engineer, Public Works Department's bracket roads, is hereby directed to remain personally present before this court on 15/5/2023. First up, the order of personal appearance would, however, stand automatically dispensed with if the affidavit as directed by the court is filed on or before 8th of May 2023. By serving advance copy upon the petitioner's counsel.
My lord.
May it please your lordship. My lord, petitioner report also is challenging his departmental proceeding that was paid by the Sonabul court, but he is not receive any pensionary benefit. So Sonabul court dispose of the matter, my lord, on a technical point, my lord.
What is it?
I am awaiting the instruction. Here is a case, my lord, where after retirement, after 4 years of his retirement, my lord, this BP has been initiated. Now there is a specific boy under Rule 21B. Lordship is aware. I am awaiting the instruction. He is already protected by an interim order. So, my lord,
But he's saying his pensionary dues are not.
the pensionary dues are, my lord, that is another aspect of the matter, my lord.
My lord.
That, my lord, we have already, my lord, communicated to the department.
No, 4 years after retirement, he didn't get pension.
We have already communicated to the department. I am just awaiting the instruction. I have received the communication. The department is seeking some further time, my lord, to provide me with the
They stopped
instruction.
my pensionary benefit only because of issuing this departmental issue, so called, my lord. That
They
so-called
stopped, you were getting pension.
not getting person, my lord.
So sorry, you can't, you say they stopped.
Yes,
Then you say I was not getting. Stop will happen only when you are getting something.
yes, my lord.
How can they stop it after 4 years?
No, that is not my case, my lord. My case is that after my retirement, they issued so-called notice, my lord. That they give the provisional pension, but as per law, my lord, he cannot be issued a so-called notice, my lord, within, my lord, for the institution of the.
That is up to 4 years, within 4 years.
4 years, my lord. That is over, my lord.
So show cause notice was issued after 4 years.
Yes, my lord.
Then from the retirement till 4 years, no pension was paid.
No pension was paid.
Why?
Because of that, they given the only provisional pension, my lord.
Provisional pension he is getting, my lord. No, you are not getting provisional pension also now.
Provisional pension was getting, my lord.
All right. Then we'll give him 2 weeks time, my lord, last chance. Heard Mr. N. Boral and counsel for the petition also heard Mr. R. Bokujari Lanet, standing counsel finance department Assam, who prays for and is granted 2 weeks further time as last opportunity to obtain instruction in the matter. Mr. R. K. Talukdar, standing counsel.
That's number 3.
Accountant General of Assam has appeared on their respond number 3. Since the petitioner's counsel has specifically argued that even, when did he retire?
He was retired on, my lord, at 31/11/2021.
21, now after retirement, this BP has been drawn up. My lord, the period for which, my lord, the allegation has been leveled, my lord, that dates back, my lord, 4 years.
All
So
right.
that is the issue.
Submits that his client had retired in the month of November 2021, but till date, the regular pension has not been given to him. There is urgency in the matter, and therefore it is made clear that if no affidavit is filed on or before the next date fixed, this writ petition will be taken up for disposal on the basis of materials available on record. Registered to list this case again on 12th of May 2023 as a fifth item. Yes,
Interim order may be continued.
interim order passed earlier.
Yes, my lord. And so, please. 12th May.
My lord, after notice, this has come for the first time. The affidavits are almost ready. May I pray for 2 weeks further time, my lord, so that we can file the affidavits and your lordships can have it. There's already an interim protection.
You are appearing for whom?
I was,
I'm for the petitioner in 32. 33.
We are in 33, my lord.
I'm told that in 33 and 34 affidavits have already been filed. But
And what about
These-
the others?
other matters, my lord, these have come for the first time, after notice.
No,
Lord,
you are
30
not in 32, you are in other cases.
Lord, I'm in 32, 35 to 39. All of these pertain to termination, my lord. And in the meantime, item number 32, that candidate's initial appointment was already under challenge where my learned senior friend is appearing. 33 and 34.
I am appearing quickly, my lord.
33 is appeared.
In my case, my lord, fittings are complete and I responded, I filed the affidavit, admitting, my lord, their mistake, my lord.
In fact, in our affidavit also, my lord, the oil has, in our case, oil has filed an affidavit accepting their mistake. My lord, the matter is on a very narrow compass. My lord, the first issue is whether I am entitled to, my lord, relaxation in age to the extent of apprenticeship training. And second is, my lord, as a social, belonging to a social group, whether entitled to some relaxation in age. Now, what IOC has done, my lord, while rejecting our case, that you will get either of one. Either you get the benefit of an apprenticeship training, or you get the benefit of, my lord, age relaxation. But we are entitled to both. In fact, my lord, in an earlier round of litigation, where a similar question cropped up, IOC has filed an affidavit, my lord, which saying you are entitled to both. In the present affidavit, they have not come out with explicitly, but they have said that there was a mistake in the part. Therefore, my lord, the appointment of the private respondent number 7 has been cancelled, which perhaps my learned friend is now representing, and they filed a writ petition. That is the position.
My lord, but my termination did not really indicate any reason. Now, my initial appointment was already under challenge. And during the pendency, my lord, the notice of termination was issued. Of course, I'm not holding the brief for 33 and 34. Perhaps Mr.
They are holding.
Fukan was.
You are left and right there.
Well,
They have relieved you from this. All right, you want to file affidavit?
almost ready. Your lordship will give us 2 weeks time, my lord. There's some formalities.
All right, you take down, heard Mr. J. Patwari, learned counsel for the petitioner in item 33, and Mr. K. Chaudhary.
I'm in 34, my lord.
Senior counsel assisted by Mr. R. M. Dekar in item 34. Mr. B. D. Dekar, learned counsel, has appeared for the writ petitioners in items 32
35.
and 35 to 39.
39.
You will have case number. Mr. I. Chaudhary, learned senior counsel assisted by Mr.
Amit Meharia, MEHARIA.
Amit Mehria.
Amit Mehria has appeared for the Oil India Limited and
IOC.
IOC, Indian Oil Corporation Limited, and submits that counter affidavit has already been filed in items 33 and 34. is it?
33 and 30.
33. And the affidavits in the other matters will be filed within 2 weeks from today. As such, a prayer has been made to adjourn these matters for 3 weeks. In view of the request made by the Learned Counsel for the IOCL, with the consent of the opposite parties, these petitions are directed to be listed again after 3 weeks.
But if it is not inconvenient, since my assisting councils are coming from Delhi, can I have a fixed date?
Yes.
If not inconvenient, my lord, can it be on 15th?
15 other matters have been fixed. Let it be on 19th.
19th.
19th of May 2023. Parties to exchange pleadings in the meantime. We'll take up these matters.
My lord.
My lord, on the last occasion, my lord had required them to take instructions, PWD. My lord, what had happened here in this case was, he was caught in an alleged case of my lord accepting bribe. Placed under arrest on 28/2. Suspended on.
Alleged case or case of allegedly accepting bribe?
Allegedly accepting bribe, there was no money recovered from him. But he was arrested, placed under suspension, 5/3/2020, suspension order. Thereafter, my lord, they issued a show cause. That show cause, my lord, would find at page 23.
Your client is already retired.
No, my lord, he retired on 34. My lord.
34.
34. my lord.
Earlier order says 31/3
No, my lord, 34. 34/2023, my lord. Now, what had happened was, my lord, after the show cause, an inquiry committee was made.
Hmm.
And that inquiry committee, my lord, went into it and came to a conclusion that no conclusion can be taken in the matter. Now, how the government has dealt thereafter, my lord, page 38. Nothing, that's the problem.
That's why he's not appearing.
Because I'm retiring, if this order stands, my lord, my everything goes, my lord. I'll only get that provisional pension.
Can you ask your?
I'll ask my Bisa Suleiman.
Just, we'll take it out.
Well, after some time.
Time being, yes.
Please, Your Lordship. Lordship, as per your direction, we have tried to establish contact with Mr. Adhikari and we have come to know that he is out of station.
Then we'll have it next week.
Fixed date, Lordship.
Yes. Miss A. Bora has appeared for the applicant. None appears for the opposite party respondent. Although the name of Mr. M.R. Adhikari is reflected in the cause list. This court has been informed that the Learned Counsel for the respondent is out of station. In view of the above, although this is a contempt proceeding, the contempt case along with the IA is directed to be listed again on 26th of April 2023.
Obliged, Lordship.
Orders item 41 to 43.
Yes.
Please, Your Lordship. Lordship, I'll have to take instruction as to whether my lord this order has been complied or not. My lord.
Your name, please?
My lord PH Kumar. PH Kumar, my lord. PH Kumar, my lord.
P.H. Kaur.
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. P.H. Kaur, Learned Counsel has appeared on behalf of the petitioners in these contempt cases and prays for 3 weeks' time so as to obtain updated instruction from his client and appraise this court as to whether the order of the court has already been complied with in the meantime or not. Prayer allowed, let the matters be listed accordingly. Yes.
Highly obliged, my lord.
Item 47.
Wait, please, your lordship. Lordship, this contempt is, can be closed, your lordship.
Mr. K. M. Mahanta, learned counsel for the petitioner submits that the order of this court has already been complied with and therefore the contempt case be closed. Mr. N. Upadhyay, learned standing counsel, irrigation department is present on behalf of the respondent and confirms the said position. In view of the above, this contempt case stands closed.
Obliged, lordship.
Item 48.
May I please, your lordship? Also, kindly, madam, may I take up on witness there?
None appears for the petitioner on call. Mr. S.
P. Kakoti.
P. Kakoti, learned counsel for the respondent, prays for posting this matter again after 2 weeks. Prayer allowed, list accordingly.
Obliged, lordship.
Item 49.
In this case, my lord, Honorable Court directed the authority to pass an appropriate order. But my lord, please may kindly see the operation portion of the page 14. Page 14 of the contempt petition, my lord. Be that as it may be, let the petitioner approach director author within a period of 15 days from today by making necessary application for revocation of the impugned order at so and so. So service so and so, if such application is filed as above, Director IWT shall consider the period of petitioner and thereafter pass necessary order in accordance with law within a period of 15 days from the date of receipt of the
You are appearing.
application. They file an affidavit, my lord, but they file an affidavit. They say that they pass an order, but the annex, they did not annex any copy, my lord. Please make kindly affidavit, my lord. Affidavit, my lord, para 13, my lord. Affidavit para 13, my lord. That with regards to the disposal of petition compliance honorable court of 19, but no copy in either my affidavit, there is no
You
copy.
are
my
appearing for whom?
Lordship, 51.
14.
Sorry, lordship, not in this matter, lordship.
Who is the counsel here?
Mr. my lord, the Doloi, my lord, my.
Well, we'll have it next week and then personal appearance. Heard
Fine,
Mr. N. Bora, learned counsel for the petitioner. None has appeared for the respondent, although the name of the counsel is shown in the cause list. This being a contempt case, it is not understood as to why the respondent's counsel has chosen not to appear. Be that as it may, for ends of justice, this matter is directed to be listed again in the next week.
Much.
48, my lord. Item 48, I will just taking another court, my lord. 48 time has been given.
Here,
Even listen.
after 2 weeks. They wanted time. You write on
Some time
item
because of
48.
instruction. Even listen, 2 weeks. 2
In
weeks.
sense, like, yeah, for the petitioner. will be given. After
After
2
2
weeks. 2 weeks.
Item 50.
Baki ek hai 50. None appears for the petitioner on call. This matter stands adjourned for 4 weeks. Yes.
Pending matter, item 40.
Yes. What is the matter?
My lord, we are yet to receive any instruction from the department, my lord.
Hmm.
I will need at least 2 weeks time, my lord.
No, but he is retiring on 30th of April.
My lord can have page 13. my lord. The show cause was there. There was an inquiry committee made, and the inquiry committee's observation is there, my lord. Whereas an inquiry under Rule 9
You
of the
get time
Assam.
till 28.
28.
Lordship.
28.
Mr. UK senior counsel listed by Mr. Abraham is present on behalf of the petitioner and submits that since his client is due for retirement with effect from 30th of April 2023, there is urgency in the matter. So it is also the submission of Mr. Nair that the departmental authorities did not find any ground to proceed against the petitioner. So under the circumstances, if the matter is not closed, then it will pose serious
Consequences.
obstacles in receipt of pension by the petitioner after his retirement. Mr. Ardhar prays for some more time to obtain instruction in the matter by submitting that the instructions as called for have not yet been received. Be that as it may, since the petitioner is retiring on 30th of April 2023, there is evidently urgency in the matter. As such, by taking note of the request made by the learned departmental counsel, registry is directed to list this case again on 28 2023 as a fixed item.
Lordship.
So as to give one final opportunity to the department to place their stand on record.
In this case, my lord, this is a 2009 order was passed on 11/9/2019, directed to the release the full pension and other retirement benefit of the petitioner. They did not comply with
Lordship,
till today, my lord.
Here, Lordship, the Joint Secretary of the Government of Assam Health and Family Welfare Department asked for certain details of service particular to the Accountant General, Lordship, but this instruction is of 18th April 2022, Lordship. Lordship, yesterday,
Page
today, there
17
is
of the-
holiday, Lordship, so Lordship, I cannot obtain the up-to-date instruction.
Page
Can it be
17.
next week, Lordship?
My lord, property portion, page 17.
Yes, heard Mr. N. Bora, Learned Counsel for the petitioner, also heard Mr. D. Upamanu. Learned Counsel appearing for the respond number,
Lordship.
all the respondents,
Yes, Lordship.
all the respondents who praise for posting this matter again on 4th of May 2023, so as to give him some time to obtain updated instruction in the matter. It is made clear that if on the next date, proper instructions as to the steps taken for compliance of the court's order is not placed before this court will consider directing personal appearance of the concerned officials.
Highly obliged, Lordship.
My lord, in this case, I'm seeking adjournment on behalf of M. Das, my lord, Miss M. Das. She is not well, my
The
lord.
petitioner's counsel seeks adjournment in this case with a prayer to list the matter again after 4 weeks. Mr. J. K. Goswami, learned additional senior government advocate Assam is present and does not have any objection if the prayer is allowed. In view of the above, list
Absolutely.
this case again after 4 weeks. Yes.
May I please, my lord, this case relates to the non-compliance of the order, my lord, operative part at page 18, my lord.
Lordship, a speaking order has been passed, your lordship, I've been informed, but today I don't have the hard copies, this office.
Right, heard Mr. J. Bodbuya, learned counsel for the petitioner. Also heard Mr. R. Gogoi, learned counsel representing the respondents who submits that a speaking order in compliance of the order of this court has already been passed and therefore will be granted 10 days time to produce the same for perusal by this court. Prayer allowed, let this matter be listed again after 10 days.
Obliged, lordship.
May I please, your lordship?
Yes.
Lordship, I am seeking a very small modification in the order. Lordship, may peruse the review petition.
Order dated?
Order dated 16/3/23.
Yes.
Lordship, what had happened is that the petitioner, I was the respondent in the petition. The petitioner had challenged my appointment as a member secretary of the Assam Electricity Board. Now, your lordship, on 28/2, your lordship had passed an order wherein an observation was made that the review petitioner was not stationed at Guwahati. So that order again was reflected in the final order passing, which was passed on 16/3, wherein your lordship was pleased to ask the government to reconstitute take a call on whether the petitioner or me should be appointed. So the modification that I'm seeking is only to the effect that I am actually posted in Guwahati. That has been reflected as I am not posted in Guwahati. Lordship may peruse page 14. I'm just going directly to the relevant portion of this. Page 14 is the reproduction of the order dated 28/2 passed by the lordship, and paragraph 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th paragraph. It is no doubt correct. As per rules, the person to be appointed as inspector must possess a degree in electrical engineering or its equivalent from a recognized university. A member secretary of the board can be appointed only amongst the senior electrical inspector posted at headquarters of the inspectorate. However, the fact remains that even the respondent number 5 does not meet the requirement of the rules for the simple reason that she is not posted at headquarters. This is the only portion that I am aggrieved. She is posted in headquarters.
But not holding the post of senior electrical inspector.
That part I am not challenging, but she is posted in. That is
So in any case, if she is not holding the post of senior electrical inspector,
that
then
is
also
there.
she is not.
Then also she is not there, but since the finding has come to the effect that she is not posted in, that's modification only I am seeking.
All right, we'll issue that clarification. In any case, the order.
My lord,
remains-
I just want to point out one thing, my lord. That she is claiming that she is here in Guwahati for several years. That is not the fact, man. Your lord should kindly take up my affidavit.
No, the department will verify. These are tentative
Lordship,
observations.
in the affidavit which has been annexed here, it is, it's on record. The department has given in the instruction was given that she was in Guwahati.
All right, all right.
In fact, we are-
Mr. R.J. Das, learned counsel for the review petition, also heard Mr. D.R. Gogoi, learned counsel appearing for the read petition of opposite parties. Mr. J.K. Goswami, learned additional senior government advocate Assam, appears for the state of Assam. What about, this is what? APDCL
No, Lordship, it is the department, Lordship. Power department. Power
appears for the official respondent. Full stop. This review petition has been filed with a prayer to review the order dated 16/3/2023. Passed by this court in WPC number 4205 of 2022 and the subsequent order dated 28/2/2023.
No, Lordship,
No, no,
it's
no.
reversed.
First order is 28/2/2023. Passed by this court in WPC number 4205 of 2022, as well as the subsequent order dated 16/3/2023. Passed in the same proceeding, whereby a direction has been issued to the authorities to pass a fresh order on the question of appointment of member secretary in the ELB. Full stop. This court was of the view that both the writ petitioner as well as the respondent number 5 did not meet the eligibility condition as per the rules for appointment as member secretary, whereas the petitioner did not have the qualification of B in electrical engineering. Is it B in
Yes.
electric or B bachelor, a degree in electrical engineering or its equivalent from a recognized university? The respondent number 5 was also not holding the post of senior electrical inspector, which was also a requirement under the rules. However, while dictating the order, it was mentioned that the respondent number 5 was also not posted in the headquarters, which was another requirement under the rules for appointment as member secretary of the ELB, Electrical Licensing Board, in bracket ELB. Full stop. Mr. Das submits that although it is correct that the respondent number 5 stroke applicant stroke review petitioner is not holding the post of senior electrical inspector, she is in fact posted in the headquarters, and therefore the orders dated 28/2/2023 as well as the subsequent order dated 16/3/2023 calls for review stroke clarification. Full stop. After hearing the submission of learned counsel for parties, what is transparent, what is evident on the face of the record, that the respondent number 5 was also not eligible under the rules for being appointed as member secretary of the ELB, and therefore it was evident that her appointment as such was apparently in relaxation of the rules. Full stop. Taking note of such facts, this court had passed the order dated 16/3/2023, directing the respondents to consider the candidature of the writ petitioner, if necessary, by relaxing the rules, by taking note of the fact that he had much longer experience in serving the department, from I had earlier held the post of member secretary of ELB on temporary basis, and was also due for retirement from service with effect from
August 20.
the month of August 2023. Full stop. Therefore, substantially, the import of the order dated 16/3/2023 would remain unaltered, even if it is clarified that the review petitioner was posted in the headquarters. Full stop. With the above clarification, this review petition stands disposed of.
Obliged.
The instruction is awaited, my lord. The promotion.
Mr. DP Mondal, learned counsel is present on behalf of the petitioner. Mr. S. Bora, learned standing counsel, appearing for respondent numbers 1 to 4. prays for and is granted another 4 weeks time to obtain.
My
instruction
lord,
and
my
file
lord.
affidavit.
Humble submission, my lord. My lord, another private response number 5 will retired on 30 of April, my lord. So the response authority is contemplating to giving in charge to another junior person, my lord. In this case, I will be declared again. So in this case, I may be protected.
However, in view of the apprehension expressed by Mr. Mondal that pursuant to the retirement of the present incumbent in the post of
Deputy Commissioner in charge.
Deputy Commissioner in charge.
Of a zone. That
Of a
is
zone of
every zone
GMC.
there are
Deputy
multiple
Commissioner
zones.
in charge of the concerned zone. There may be further promotions given in the department by ignoring the petitioner. It is made clear that till the next date fixed, no order of promotion in the rank of Deputy Commissioner would be issued. Registered to list this case again on 24th of May 2023 as a fixed item.
My lord, in this of this case, my case not be barred to consider my name.
It is also made clear that in case the DPC considers the eligibility of candidates, then it would not, then pendency of this writ petition shall not be a bar for considering the case of the petitioner also for promotion if he otherwise comes within the zone of consideration.
My lord, oblige.
If so advised.
My lord.
Item 60 in supplemental list.
May it please the Lordship. I'm entering appearance on behalf of the private respondent, respondent number 6. Some time may be granted for filing.
Right. Heard Ms. N.S. Thakuria, learned counsel for the petitioner, also heard Ms. S. Bolu, learned government advocate Assam appearing for the respondent numbers
1 and 3.
1 and 3. Mr.
Yes, Doctor.
S. Doctor, learned counsel has entered appearance on behalf of respondent number
6.
6 and praise for, but Argot Devon 9 appears for respondent numbers 2, 4 and 5. Mr. S. Dr. Learned Counsel submits that he has recently entered appearance on behalf of respondent number 6 and prays for 3 weeks time to obtain instruction and file affidavit. Prayer allowed. Let this matter be listed again after 4 weeks. Yes.
Item 61.
Obligement.
May it please your lordship. Lordship, in this matter, I was required to file my affidavit, lordship. I have received it, lordship, yesterday. Lordship, if your lordship will give me one opportunity, by my Tuesday, I will file my affidavit, lordship.
Heard Mr. A. Dajgupta, learned senior counsel appearing for the applicant. Also heard Mr. R.K. D. Chaudhary, learned DSGI, who submits that he has recently appearing for the respondent, who submits that he has recently received instructions and therefore be given 10 days time to bring the same on record in the form of an affidavit. Prayer allowed. Registered to list this case again on 10th of May 2023 as a fixed item. Affidavit on where the respondents be brought on record in the meantime. Yes. So that's all. Any other matter? Anybody? Mr. Chakraborty? Well, then I'll rise. Yes.